that just a night for you guys where right from the opening puck drop you just didn't quite have it as a group?
Yeah, I think that was clear. I think, the first shift we spent a minute and 10 seconds in our own zone, and that probably was a pretty good microcosm of what happened the rest of the way. And we weren't ready. We got fed, and it continued to happen for the rest of the game.
If you look at the defensive zone, was the biggest issue the breakout passes, connectivity, coverage, or just all the above there?
Right. We turned pucks over in really bad spots. So there's a time you're not always going to connect. You can't turn the puck over up the middle. That's hockey 101. We failed that tonight big time. But if there was another poor area, it was our D zone coverage, and for whatever reasons, a couple different things, we left people wide open at our net front. Confused ourselves in coverage. They did a good job, but we just didn't. I talked about getting back to our identity. Our identity is defense, is D-zone coverage. That was nowhere near our identity tonight.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not really focusing just on Drew, but it's not obvious to see Drew Doughty make that kind of a pass through the middle. It just seemed to be just how your game went.
Right. Yeah. We don't have to look at any individual tonight. That was collective, from all of us, coaches included. So there's nobody necessarily you have to say let us down. We let ourselves down, and that's something that we're trying to do a better job of. We know where we're at. We talked about this, going into our first game. We did not answer the challenge of this game, and we'll get to the bottom of it.
How do you? It's early, so only 2 games in, but do you worry that the inconsistencies of the past might be catching up, and how do you prevent that from happening?
Yeah, no, I don't worry about that. We're starting fresh. But we have some questions to answer as a group as to why we performed like we did tonight.
For you, since you've taken over, this is really your first bit of adversity, as a head coach. What's your message to the group here? How do you kind of try to steer the guys through a game like this, knowing there's important games to come?
Well, you know what, and I'll say this. I talked about the other night, the guys had fun. It was a fun night. No fun today. No fun. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to play like that. We are going to have energy. We are going to recommit to our identity, which is what I said, which is checking. Just checking. You saw it. We got away. I don't know why. We'll figure it out. We'll go through the tape. We'll talk to the guys. We'll get to the bottom of it, and we'll correct it and get going again.